That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
Good question.
Brandon, you want one quick question?
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
What's up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs, man. Late night stream. It's currently 3:20 a.m. And yeah, man, let's get right into it, bro. We ain't got much time to waste. It's so late. We might as well get right to it, shall we? All right, cool beans. So first things first, I guess we can go to the scores, overall box scores of the night, and then we'll speak from there. So the first game, both games were on at the same time tonight, but the New York Liberty defeated the Chicago Sky. This was the start of Commissioner's Cup play, and the Liberty blew them out pretty much by 20 the entire night, as you see there. But Angel Reese, I saw one. It was like one random podcast, and it was just like the Sky need to include Angel in more actions where she's shooting mid-range out, because she got blocked 5 times last game, and she led the league in blocks and this and that, or getting her shot blocked. And why don't they have her just shooting the ball more outside of the paint and outside of the restricted area? Stop having her trying to shoot so many layups all the time. And so I remember I just seen a glimpse of the game. I just saw parts of the game and stuff like that in the first half, because it was on the plane. It was on the plane because it was on ESPN. So I saw little glimpses of the first half before I fell asleep at halftime. And Angel shot a corner 3, and she was shooting jumpers and stuff like that. So as you see, she does that. The result is a 17 and 11 point performance. Pretty good performance from Angel offensively, it looks like. Now, I haven't seen the field goal percentage, everything like that, field goal attempts, but it looked like it was a pretty efficient game for her offensively, and kind of what you really expect from her offensively on a more consistent basis. Let me see if I could find a full box score. ESPN usually has the full box scores. Coco Gauff received a standing ovation at this one. Shout out to Ari Chambers. She's in the little picture for Yahoo Sports. So first of all, salute to both of them. The WNBA is so important, right? Coco Gauff is so important. Salute to both of them. I said that already. All right. Hold on. The Sky are really bad this year, bro. I know I made a whole video that said they need Kennedy Carter, but goodness gracious, it's really bad, bro. Angel was 8 of 13, 17 points on 13 shots. Sounds like an efficient night to me. Let me see. Okay. Cardoso 8 points and on 8 shots. Banham 3 points on 6 shots is crazy. Rebecca Allen 3 shots, 0 points. Ridiculous. Ariel Atkins 11 points on 11 shots. This is supposed to be your scorer this year. Is the Olympian, the all-star Ariel Atkins. What is going on? Is she officially over the hill? I'm not going, man. Haley Van Lith still 5 points on 5 shots. Yeah. But Haley Van Lith, she kind of do some things sometimes when she gets some minutes. Kia Nurse 8 points on 6 shots. Elizabeth Williams 4 points on 7. That's terrible. Come on, bro. What's going on here? Maddie Westbeld 2 points on 4 shots. Anya Were 8 points on 3 shots, and she didn't miss a shot. Sheesh. She should probably get more than 8 minutes, huh? Yeah. On the New York side of things, business as usual. Sabrina Nescu, 23 points. Stewie, 18 points. Coming off the bench, Kennedy Burkett, 15 points. Pretty just all around traditional New York effort right here. Natasha Cloud, 5 points. Sabali, 9 points. And how many rebounds? 3 rebounds. Fevich, 6 points. Solid all-around effort. And Jonquel Jones didn't play. JJ didn't play. So there's that. That's the first game. In the first game, there were some kind of comments around it, of course, as there usually is around. I think Angel Reese is just a polarizing figure, someone who is constantly discussed for some reason. But yeah, Clarissa Shields said, I still don't know how I didn't win Sportswoman of the Year for the BET Awards, but congrats to Angel Reese. She said Angel Reese and all the other nominees. I just thought accolades mattered. See, the thing is, like, a lot of people were complaining about, how Clarissa is just doing this to complain about Angel Reese and things of that sort. This is how Clarissa Shields speaks. Like, someone said, who was it? It was Alexis, the publicist. She said where it was like, Ressa's never spoke like this before she got with that rapper boyfriend. And that's not true. Clarissa Shields has always spoke like this. Like I said, if you look at our interview on the channel, and I'll link it at the end of this video, right? From a couple years ago. I went down the list of, I put the top 10 athletes of like 2022, because this was 2023 when I did the interview, or it might have been 2024, and it was the top 10 athletes of 2023. And I had her at like 10 or something like that. And she was going one by one. She was like, they don't have a championship. They don't have a championship. They don't have a champ. Like, she was like legit. I never heard of this person. I don't know who, like, she didn't know who Jaden Daniels was. like it was crazy, but Ressa's always like kind of advocated for herself. If you watch The Fire Inside, the movie with Ryan Destiny's playing her, it's the same thing, bro. Like, she's really advocating for kind of people to pay attention to women's boxing, because it's the same thing. It's the same thing with with Buddy, over on the USA men's track team. What's his name? Noah Lyles. Yeah, I believe it's Noah Lyles, bro. He's doing the same thing where it's like, dog, I'm winning world championships. I'm doing this, and like no one's paying attention. And I could do everything I could possibly do in track, but Anthony Edwards just gets something because he plays a more popular sport. And it's kind of like, yeah, I'm sorry. That's kind of how it goes, Noah. Hold on, let me lift my camera up, because this thing cutting off my head is like annoying me, the headroom. All right, hold on. But yeah, that's just Ressa, bro. I don't think it's her being any different just because it's Angel Reese, to be honest. And y'all know I'll speak up on some Angel Reese stuff for sure, quick. Sir, someone said, girl, don't go down here complaining. You're talented. Don't let that get overshadowed because you appeared to come off as a sore loser. Just delete the tweet, say congratulations, and keep it moving. She said, sore loser. Nah, you hate the facts. You got to miss Shields, but Reese has accolades too. Yes, she does. But who has more accolades, more success in their field? Please use Google before responding. Did she just what you call? Didn't Ressa just get off a suspension for steroids last year? And she moved to like UFC because she was suspended in boxing? Am I tripping? Hold on. Clarissa Shields suspended. Because I'm trying to. Clarissa Shields faces no further discipline over error in testing. Oh, that's what it was. She was suspended, but it was like a false test, and she was like, "Y'all said I remember that. Faulty test evidence proved that the suspension was lifted a few days ago. Today, now the complaint is closed. Yo, it was real loud about me supposedly, quote unquote, smoking marijuana and being suspended, and I'm still the undisputed heavyweight champ. I have the order to prove it. But the matter now resolved. Shields 16-0, 3 TKOs, is free to fight to schedule her next fight. Clarissa Shields is the clean athlete whose career from Olympic champion to multi-division world champion has been nothing short of historic. Her promoter, Dimitri Slita, told ESPN on Monday she has been dedicated to the highest level of integrity, professionalism, and excellence in the sport. Two other boxers tested positive for marijuana on Shields' undercard. Victor Conti, sports science and nutrition guru who works with Shields, wrote on X last month that there was heavy marijuana smoke in the arena on fight night. It is the responsibility of the Michigan Commission to protect the health and safety of the combat participants and not penalize them for being exposed to secondhand smoke with absolutely no intent to cheat, Conti said. Yeah, so that was March, that literally 2 months ago. So she was suspended in February. So who I think was suspended for that must be Bumgarner, right? Let me see. Elisa Bumgarner. Was she suspended? Suspension. Okay, yeah. She was the one suspended for the for steroids last year, bro. Bumgarner has been cleared of intentionally taking a banned substance. I remember that. Because this might have been all right. I'm going down the rabbit hole now, but watch the interview from 2 years ago, Claressa Shields. I'm gonna clip it at the end of the video. Is your dreads pulled too tight? Who got what? Get your goofy off my. You sound dumb. It's a popularity contest, dumb. I won an ESPY. People actually vote slow. This ain't that. All right, so someone said this, bro. You're becoming unlikable in the way that you present yourself. You are very beautiful and talented, but you can't hate on another black woman out loud. It's cringe. Be graceful. Your time will come. That's how Ben came. She a Olympian, a song. You know what I'm saying? So this dude, he quote tweeted and said, the time frame for this award spanned March 2024 to March 2025. Let's rattle off some accomplishments during that time. Angel Reese, SEC Player of the Year, SEC All-Defensive Team, AP All-American, WBCA All-American, NCAA All-Region Team, WNBA All-Star, WNBA All-Time Leader in Rebounds per Game, Unrivaled Champion, Unrivaled Defensive Player of the Year, Second Team All-Unrivaled, broke numerous WNBA records, all while being who she is off the court, pushing women's sports forward and not trying to dim the light of other black women. 100%. 100%. At the same time, it's at the same time. Who are the? Let me go to the nominees, bro. BET Awards 2025 nominees, and I have a video on that too. If you want to go look at it and see me discuss these things. Let me see. Is it on here on USA Today? It might be. It might not. Let's see. I know I wrote a story on it myself. I should look at my own story, huh? All right, Sportswoman of the Year. The nominees were Simone Biles, Sha'Carri Richardson, because it's Carrie. It's Carrie. She said that. She was like, it's not Kari. Stop saying Kari. It's Carrie. And I favorited it. Let me see if I could pull it up to make sure I'm getting this thing right. Sha'Carri. Where we at? Make sure I get this right before we move on. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. All right, got it. Boom.
Hi, Bubble Bath. I just wanted to sit and share. Y'all, my name is Sha'Carri, not Sha'Carri.
Sha'Carri. Yeah. So Sha'Carri. Okay, all right. Back to this. Hold on, why is it not sharing the other tab now? There we go. Okay. So you got Angel Reese, Asia Wilson, Claressa Shields, Coco Gauff, Dawn Staley, Flau'jae, Juju Watkins, Sha'Carri Richardson, and Simone Biles. Juju Watkins was the best player in college basketball last year. Flau'jae was one of the best players in the country. Plus, she had the whole music thing going on. And I think she probably had the most impactful NIL deals, where she had the one deal where she teamed up with the bank or the financial literacy kind of thing. And then they gave loans, or they forgave the loans of 100 Louisiana families for a lot of money. Like, I thought that was very impactful. And then she did the Powerade. She was on every commercial in the NCAA tournament. So when you talk about off the court impact, I think she, was kind of up there. Dawn Staley, obviously a big year for her with the book coming out, and a great season, even though, they kind of fell short of their expectations, which is just undefeated national championship. At the same time, it was still a great season. Coco Gauff won another major, but I know the voting happened before. She just won with like 2 days before that. So You know, we were already in LA when she won overseas. So, but next year, I mean, at some point, Coco Golf, it's time for her to start getting her, you know what I'm saying, her BET awards for sure. Ressa, like she said, she's still undefeated heavyweight champion of the world. And The Fire of Desire came out. Her own movie came out last year. It was a big year for her. And the Papoose scene. So she became like more culturally relevant. I don't know, bro. I felt like Ressa does make a great case. I'm not gonna lie to you. Asia Wilson at the same time. I think the only thing that held Asia back from having a perfect year was not winning the championship, not winning, not defending their championship. However, it's difficult to repeat, as everybody knows, as cliche as that is. But her book came out. No, her book's been out before last year, but she had the A1s come out, and then the A1 clothing line, and then she had other commercials come out, and then she had what else did Asia Wilson have this past year? The Olympic gold medal last year. So Asia did a lot. Asia did a lot. So I wouldn't have been mad at that either. And she's the best player in the league. She was MVP last year, wasn't she? So Asia won another MVP, and then Angel Reese won. And we already went through what she accomplished this past year. Ah, man. I think Juju puts up a good fight. I think Claressa puts up a good fight. I think Coco Gauff and Asia Wilson all put up pretty good arguments. And I think the Angel Reese choice, I think it just leaned more, like she said, more a bit off the court than kind of. But what Angel did with like the double records and stuff was huge. It was huge. At the same time, though, we talking about people who won championships, people who had movies made about them, people who had, some big things, bro. Some big things. Like Juju didn't win the championship, but Juju was like carrying her team. And that's all due respect to, her support cast, because she had a great support cast. As you see, Kiki out there, the leading candidate for WNBA Rookie of the Year, in addition to, TVO and the kids, Avery Howell, who was the other kid, and then Kennedy Smith, of course, like all three of them, the freshies, they were doing their thing too. I'm rambling. But yeah. That's what I have right there. Let me see if okay. I wanted to bring this up on Angel Reese talking about it. Shout out to Natalie Esquire for the video.
Today wasn't as you expected, but how does it feel to win BET Sports Woman of the Year for the third time?
It's great. Thank you, Ariel, for sure. Obviously, this is my third one. Obviously, it really meant something to other people today because it's me.
Oh.
And I just focus on basketball. I come into work every day and work.
Oh man.
I don't complain. I don't care about anything else. I have bad days. I haven't been playing well at all. And I can sit here and just mope around and point the finger, but it's been me. And I take accountability.
Hey, first of all, I appreciate this from Angel Reese for taking accountability. I appreciate that so much, and I appreciate her for being real about the way she's been playing offensively.
I come in every day and try to be better than the next and better than the last. And I know my teammates trust me. I know they have my back. Ariel has my back through everything. And I just love that being a part.
And I also do think it's a bit tone deaf for Claressa to go on this rant, like right after Angel went through the investigation with the WNBA of someone saying alleged, racist things to her. And they investigated and they didn't find anything. And then everybody who was already against Angel was just like, I told you it was all made up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like the whole world wasn't believing in Angel. The whole world was against Angel. Every time she missed a layup, it's a viral TikTok. Like there's this entire trend of like she misses the first shot and they go, it's a big thing, right? I've never seen that with any other player. So I do think it's a bit tone deaf for Claressa to say that about Angel Reese as she's going through what she's kind of gone through lately. At the same time, Claressa's going through a lot too. Like people have made fun of Claressa and that relationship she has with Papoose and stuff. and she's been going back and forth with Remy public. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's going through something, but I think because of that, it also is just more the sense to not go after somebody. What up, Nate? He said, good evening. I've honestly began to tune out the haters. That's a good way to go, man. That's a good way to go, bro. Good way to look.
Part of a team that I know really trusts me and trusts my work, and everything else is everything else. I'm just here just to come to work every day and go home. That's all I want to do, is just come to work and being able to enjoy my job that I love. People would die and kill to have this job. And being able to play with the best players in the world means a lot to me. I put my all in this shit.
Oh.
I do.
I mean, I definitely, I get Angel, her emotion here, everything like that. Like, I definitely get it. So I want to say, I hope Angel does better. And I hope people are just more kind to her. At the end of the day, she's human. Like, I know, like, she's famous, so people just think you can take a little more kind of like doo-doo-doos at people just because they're famous, but they're more famous than the next person. At the same time, like, they're still human, bro. And Angel wasn't this famous, say, it's 2025? 2022, Angel Reese was not this famous. So it's like, for the past 3 years, like, she just was kind of launched into becoming an A-lister, bro. That's insane, dog. This is bigger than basketball stuff at Angel, is what Nate said. Like Nas said, when you're on top, there's envy. Quoting Nas in the game in New York. Clarissa should have not made that comment. Like, that was the young lady who lost to Coco. Oh, yeah. The girl who can't beat Coco. This girl just keeps losing to Coco Golf. Like, she lost to her at the U.S. Open, and now she's lost to the girl in France. And oh, man, I would have won if we would have trained to the Brazil. Man, you lost twice to the same girl. It ain't we would have won nothing. You lost. You would have lost yesterday, and you lost today. It is what it is. I did want to say this, though. I did want to say this one thing, bro. 23-year-old young black woman living rent-free in many heads. At the same, Ressa about my age. So Ressa about 30. Someone made a joke about it. I think I have it pulled up in one of these links or whatever. But yeah, so Ariel Atkins, she spoke up for her. So let me see what Ariel Atkins said.
Kid. And the amount of crap that she gets on a day-to-day, and she still shows up. So whatever questions y'all got like about our team, basketball-wise, we appreciate it, but all the other nonsense, like, it's irrelevant. Like, we here to play basketball and do what we do. We having a hard time right now at the end of the day. Just a 23-year-old kid who handles herself with grace. Her crown is heavy. So whatever else, like, y'all want to come at her for the way that she acts, she has to build the wall. She has to have the wall. Because if she doesn't, people will break her down. Not only just because of the way she looks, but it's because of the way she carries herself. She doesn't just walk around and act like, oh, I'm this. No, she knows who she is. And we ain't going to break her down for that. So whatever other questions y'all got, like, I'm hoping it's just about basketball. Maybe a box score question. But the kid's crown is heavy. Like, respect that.
Yeah. I know today wasn't as you expected, but how does it feel to win BET Sportswoman of the Year for the
Kids?
Oh, the question came right after that. Is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. The question that came right after is crazy. She said, please make it about basketball. And she said, well, you did with Sportswoman of the Year. See, it's a tricky job being in media because you have to speak about what the people want to know. Like, journalism is a service job to the community. It's a community service job. So you really, trying to service your community, the people who watch, read you, all that stuff. So you have to ask what people care about. It's like covering something, right? Like, I have to cover things and talk about things that people care about, or it defeats the entire purpose. I'm not servicing the community. I'm servicing myself. Every single thing that I do or cover, like, I had a homegirl text me from college. Like, okay, she knows me from college. Okay, so a more intellectual kind of base of our relationship. And constantly when we catch up or whatever, I'm like, yeah, my YouTube channel, this and that. And I guess so she's been checking out my channel lately. And she was like, you be talking about some sissy stuff on your channel. And I was like, man, stop playing with me, bro. This and that. Woo. And I was just like, at the end of the day, I have to cover a lot of the stuff that the people care about. It just is what it is. So if people care about this Claressa Shields thing and this discussion about who won the BET Sportswoman of the Year award, that's what people care about for the day. And it's like you have Angel Reese right in front of you, this big polarizing figure. LeBron, it's the same thing with LeBron, bro. Like if something was going on with LeBron and maybe perhaps his company and the Lakers just played the game, you're not going to get LeBron any other place but a post-game interview in the locker room. You're not going to get LeBron one-on-one. You're not going to get LeBron before a game, halftime, like unless you're working for TNT and you're working the game and you interview him on the court, Taylor Rooks, before he goes into the locker room. You're not getting LeBron any other time. So it's like he's right there. You have to ask him the question about his production company right there. There's no other place to ask him, no other time to ask him. So that's exactly what these media members are doing, bro. All right, let me see what Big Nate said. Plus the outlets that are coming into the W and especially that cover the team, I think are a part of the mess as well. And then Nate said, that bothers me about the award. Why are we having a conversation about it now? The award has been in existence for how long? Yeah, I mean, I think the reason why this is even a discussion now, Nate, I'm glad you brought that up. It's kind of like a devil's advocate point to point out why it's been a discussion. It's only been a discussion right now because Angel had a bad start to her sophomore season. If this was right after Unrivaled, if BET Awards were right after Unrivaled before the WNBA season, say like in April or something, late April, no one would be questioning this, to be honest, because Angel had an amazing rookie season, darn near historic rookie season. If Caitlin Clark didn't have like the record for triple doubles and play such an exciting brand of basketball as a guard, and what I'm saying, and kind of change the entire dynamic of that team and sell out arenas and force teams to move to arenas when she came into town. If it wasn't all that with Caitlin Clark, bro, Angel Reese would have won Rookie of the Year any other season. But so it was that on top of everything she did in the offseason with her podcast. It became like the most popular podcast, kind of like in that urban space and things of that sort. Urban is just Black. I don't know why I'm saying urban. Within the Black kind of culture space and things of that sort. And then Unrivaled, she played well. Defensive Player of the Year in Unrivaled. She was a part of the Unrivaled championship team. And she was second team all Unrivaled. And Unrivaled, by the way, was 36 of the most elite players in the league. The only two players out of the top who didn't participate were Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And Asia Wilson. Everybody else participated. So it's like the fact that she still finished that high amongst the elite in the league, there's that. All right. Nate said, I disagree. I think there's a time and place for questions that aren't basketball. These reporters in New York weren't going to get another time to ask her this question. Like, it's like if you missed the pregame shoot around to ask Angel this, then you weren't going to get the time to ask her that question because you don't cover the Chicago Sky. You just cover the WNBA based out of New York. So that was, like, you know what I'm saying? So that was our only time they could really ask the question. All right. I'm not changing subjects. There's still more stuff here. A lot to unpack on this side of things. As someone said, Claressa Shields, people be 33 in a one-sided beef with Angel Reese. Well, Angel, like, technically responded to Ressa today. So, like, I don't know if that's necessarily one-sided. Natalie Esquire, she said, who uploaded the first clip, by the way. So I said, I appreciate her. She's a 2-time Sports Emmy Award winner. I don't think I've ever seen this much full outrage over a BET award before. This comment, I don't like. I don't like this comment because once again, I say, like, we have to, as Black people, bro, respect the BET awards, bro. Like, we have to respect the BET Awards. I put so much on the BET Awards, bro. I love it. I respect it, because if we don't respect our own, who will, bro? Like Kendrick said, like Jamie Foxx said, he won an Oscar, but the BET Award means so much to him because it's his people. Donald Glover has won Emmys. He's won Grammys. But when he went up on the BET Awards stage last year and went on the rant that has, popular video on my channel or whatnot, he was really passionate about winning BET Awards because like, it's our own community, bro. It's our own community. Nate said, I respect the award, but all this started because Claressa made a backhanded compliment towards Angel. 100%. But that's the way that Ressa speaks. Like, and I have proof of it on my channel from 2 years ago. Like I said, I'm gonna clip that at the end. Or not clip that at the end, but I'm gonna put the on the end of this segmented clip when I put the replay or whatever of the stream. Like, it's gonna be at the end, which is like right now, because this is the end of the segment. I'm about to move on. But yeah, Ressa always acts like this. Like I said, she didn't know who Jaden. Like, she dissed Jaden Daniels on my joint. Because I gave her the top 10 athletes of, I think it was 2023 and it's 2024, because it was the Vegas Super Bowl where we did the interview. And I was like, Jaden Daniels was like number 7. He was the Heisman winner and like the number 2 pick or whatever. She was like, I don't know who Jaden Daniels is. I don't know who that is. And then she said, I don't know who. It was a couple of people on that list she didn't know. So I honestly don't think she knew all of this that was going on with Angel Reese, bro. I don't think she knew. I don't think she knows much about sports and things outside of what she does. I respect the award, but all this started because, oh yeah, we already looked this up. Is this Natalie? I don't want no smoke with her. Yeah. I mean, I ain't never had no problem with Natalie's tweets. I don't follow her, so I don't see everything all the time that she does. I really appreciate her stuff, and I source her stuff a lot for these streams. But yeah, I just don't agree with this statement, because it's like too many black people be making jokes about the BET Awards, bro. And when black people do it, other people feel like it's cool with them doing it. And when other people do it, now I got a problem. And now, you know what I mean? Next thing, Kyrie Irving, y'all gotta NBA fans to stop making fun of Cat. So let's see what Kyrie said about NBA fans talking about crying.
Before I forget, y'all got to stop making fun of my brother Cat. I'm done with y'all. Stop making fun of my brother Cat. It's over for that. It's a fucking wrap. I'm letting y'all know, if you repost that shit again or you meme him up, I'm attacking you. Not like that physically in GTA, but I'm attacking you. All right? I'm attacking you. Y'all got to leave Cat alone, okay? Because y'all don't know what it's like to grow up in Jersey and have all of these cultures that you're a part of. Trust me on that. Jersey is literally 130 miles long. It is very, very small state. But when I get back to my point, I'm going to explain this to you. But I'm just saying, leave him alone, all right? Leave our Jersey, because he's Dominican, he's black, he grew up in, a certain area in Jersey, just like me. And you got to survive out here. And you have many different demographics of people. So you got to survive out here, all right? Sometimes I don't agree all the time when he be, changing up his tone. Sometimes I don't always agree and all that shit. You know what I mean? That should be funny. But on a serious note, he is a man. He's my brother, and I protect him all the time.
I agree with it. Like he said, like, it's funny when he changes up his voice because people make fun of his voice. At the same time, I think it's going way too far with the TikTok edits and calling him Zesty and playing y'all playing on that man's name, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's got a girl that he's been with for a few years now. He just does his job, goes home. He don't talk about nobody else. He don't talk about anybody else, bro. He just mind his business. And people constantly try him just because of the way he presents himself. I think it's whack. And I'm glad that Kyrie spoke up about it. W Kyrie, streamer Kyrie, man. Twitch Kyrie,
Gotta get a few
Kyrie in the building. Oh man, I gotta be careful with this now. Because if you press play on this 18-second clip, this video, this entire live stream will be taken down. But let's see.
People on here. I got to get Kai on here. I got to get PBM on here. Shout out to Black Boy as well. I know he just dropped his album. Congratulations on that. Definitely got to get DDG on here. Definitely got to get Cinco, Benedon. Yo. Peace, brother.
I am surprised he said DDG, bro. Because Kyrie, he kind of like, no, he doesn't steer away from controversy, but I did think that was interesting. I think with what came out and stuff like that, like I said, with you know, his side of the argument and things of that sort, it just seemed like it was too messy for any of us to say anything. So it's like, hey man, that's what they got going on. We're gonna keep it pushing. So if Kyrie's keeping it like that, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Fauni, this is some random stuff. Fauni fought his DJ, 1000 Band Fauni, one of the legends of the SoundCloud era, the mid 2010s. If you know, you know. Other than for you, richer than for you, richer than for you. I haven't watched this video yet. It's my first time watching it.
Sitting and said, what's up? Sitting, what?
No, his man started fighting him. Fauni just threw the mic at him. Oh, the show ended because he fought his DJ. I'll be heated, boy. I need a read. Y'all not ending my show because y'all not ending my show because y'all beefing. That's between man is in London. Man, nah, bro. We not doing that at all. All right, next thing. This Manny Vegas thing. And this one is very, very important, bro. And I waited this late because, you know, of all the rules on YouTube and stuff like that, because this would have led it for me, to be honest. Is Manny Vegas. So if you guys don't know what happened with this dude, apparently Manny Vegas was speaking about another guy, right? And he's a YouTuber. So they going back and forth on YouTube. And he said obviously this man is mentally ill. That's what Buddy was saying on his stream or whatnot. StreamYard, just like what me and Nate use and things of that sort, right? So Buddy's like, oh, you gonna come to my city and just talk about me? What we doing? Where oh, here it is. Right here.
We all laugh and joke, but mental illness is real, and we can clearly see this guy is mentally ill. So one thing about it, that's why I want to put it on y'all too. If he give us another strike and I got 3, y'all know that channel mean everything to him. He don't got no outside friends, nothing. I don't think I could do it in my heart. And I'm saying this on live so he can hear it too. Shout out LDT. But I don't think I can take his channel from him, man, because I think he's so close to going in the closet, man. And he's so close, man.
Fuck that. You know what the first thing I asked you, did you give him a strike? Fuck that. You swing at me, we swinging back twice. Boot him to the motherfucking moon.
Yeah, man. So what I had to say about this is like it's one thing to really get caught up in the online stuff, like because if you spend enough time on the internet, especially like going back and forth with people, like you'll really get caught up in it. But like I said, I feel like I always keep a good perspective on stuff. I remember like specifically it was either I think it was Carmelo, because that was like the first time I really started having hostile comments and things of that sort. But the Carmelo video, I'm going back and forth with some dude in the comments, and he just goes, "You in North Georgia, ain't you? I'm in North Alabama. Pull up on me and we'll have this conversation in person if you want to." And I said, "Oh no, we not doing that." Cause you're gonna try to LYNCH me. And then people was like laughing or whatever. And then one dude was like, you see what happened? You tried to act all big, bad, and tough, and then he pulled your card, and then he showed that you're really not about it. And when he said that, I was like, bro, whatever. Y'all could believe whatever y'all want. Scared people live. I want y'all to understand this, man. Scared people live. It is okay to chicken out and lose a battle on the internet, my brother. When you get to a certain point, or if you want to continue keeping going back and forth, I say keep it lighthearted, bro. Keep it lighthearted. Because Buddy, what he did, not only did he say, I think he has mental illness, he said, I think he has mental illness. I don't want to take his channel away because he doesn't have a life. This is all he has to his name. And if I take his channel away, then he might go do something, harm himself. And it's like at that point, if you believe the man really has mental illness issues and things like that, why are you pushing him off the cliff? It's like he's on the edge and you pushing him off. So I'm like, in a way, you pushed him. Regardless of what he said, what he did, accountability, this man shouldn't have done this over the dang YouTube video, bro. I don't care what he said about it. If anything, you just proved his point, right? But that ain't none of my business. I don't want him saying nothing about me. So hey, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna stay out of it. Rest in peace to the YouTuber, the content creator who lost his life. I believe he did it to his wife as well. And the dude was live streaming on the Vegas Strip. So he talked about the guy. He went to the guy's city, and then he live streamed while he was at the guy's. Like those are all 3 no's, bro. You don't go to somebody's city after talking about them and then go live on site in public after talking about them. Like IRL streaming is very dangerous, all of that stuff, because I don't know, man. Like I don't even like saying where I'm at when I'm there, like until I leave. Like I don't even say where I live that often. Like sometimes I'll mention it in passing, but I don't like doing that on the internet, bro, because people it's the internet, it's online bullying and real, but like it's real people behind those accounts on the internet. That's the thing about it. So it's like, yeah, it kind of does matter. Anyways, this is what he said. I don't know if I can play this because his account got taken down from YouTube. So I'll just play like 5 seconds of it, 15 seconds of it, just so you can see his energy that he was on. I'm gonna skip and then play like 15 seconds or something and then keep going.
Wherever you go, I will be there. Oh man, come on. I have to say hi to my biggest fan. You know?
So that's what he said. That's what he said before the incident. And this was the incident on the shirt. Right here. And you see the face of just like, wow. He did it on camera, like he didn't even give him, like he just did not care. There he is right there. He did it on camera. He just did not care. Manny and his wife were apparently scamming and asking people for money on their live streams. Manny felt like Fauni the legend, also streaming from the Vegas Strip, was taken away from his money and views. So Manny got his wife to issue 2 copyrights against Fauni. Oh, okay. Wow. So this bunch of red flags on Manny wise. Weird dark costumes like Beetlejuice, Lord Character, Satan, Edward Scissorhands, Captain Jack Sparrow, Vampire. Also red shoes and panda, lots of panda eyes in his costumes as well. What the heck? Now, see, this is another side of YouTube that I'm just not on. And that's okay that I'm not on it. Sin City Family, they have 46,000 so-and-sos. Manny was a much bigger presence on YouTube with multiple channels and nightly live streams. Wild to see him throw it away over this dumb beef. YouTuber Fauni the Legend, I gotta pause this. YouTube Fauni the Legend have been ridiculing his rival Sin City Manny after YouTube rejected Manny's copyright claim to his content. Manny retaliated by shooting and killing Fauni. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And many have. He said Manny has his wife as well. Manny's currently on the run from the authorities. He thought that was going to last. My boy, that was not going to last. Up and coming Vegas streamer was, wow. So that was, oh no, man. Y'all is crazy, bro. Like, y'all stupid. I mean, people just be stupid, bro. I'll tell you that, bro. Y'all just be stupid, bro. Born and raised and lived in Las Vegas my whole life, and I've never heard of these guys. It really be your own ego that'll make you think do the unthinkable. RP Finney, Sin City Manny does not represent Vegas in the slightest. Who the heck is this? People coming down and hunting us and us. Either Finney because Manny on the oh my gosh, bro. This is insane, dog. Sin City Manny identified as a possible suspect. Ain't no possible suspect. It looked like him. It looks like him. I'm currently at one of the hotels overlooking the Bellagio fountains, and we were doing a photo shoot. We witnessed this event happen. Oh man, the internet is crazy because you really just put this out on Reddit. And we were doing a photo shoot, witnessed this event happen. The response from LVPD was pretty insane. Within a minute, there were more than 15 cruisers down the Las Vegas Boulevard in line, with a bunch of more joining from the side streets. One individual appeared to be lying on the sidewalk and had CPR administered after what appeared to be another individual apprehended by LVPD next to the next one. Two other individuals appeared to run into the north end of the Bellagio, and were pursued by cruisers, but I lost sight of them. LVPD helicopter responded far after 3 ambulances and a fire engine arrival. One ambulance was sent away, and I didn't see anyone loaded into any other ambulances before they were cleared. Edit. Currently non-emergent white van on the scene. From what I can see, 2 individuals still on the ground. Oh, that's what this writing. Edit 2. It turns out the first individual I saw was not being apprehended, but rather life-saving interventions were being attempted. The young lady was presumptively deceased on arrival, as CPR was started on her after EMS arrival, but no law enforcement interventions appeared to be occurring on her. That's just crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. But yeah, I say all of this, bro, to tell y'all to be careful. Be careful on this internet. And if someone seems off, like, I say let them be off, bro, to be honest. Let them be off. You know what I'm saying? Leave people where they are. Is this dude in Vegas? Yeah. Leave people where they are. If they're off, let them be off. Ain't no need to rub it in their face and you crazy. I ain't no need to tell no crazy person they crazy. Chris Webber said something, and I haven't even watched this video, but there's something about the Chrissy.
What's up, party people? Man, the internet is undefeated, huh? That's why I'm gonna give this friendly reminder to some of my friends out there that you can't believe everything you read, see, or hear on the internet. Especially when they're all lies.
Uh-oh.
No proof, just made up lies. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to issue my one and only advisory. If you have a platform and you have content with my name attached to lies, take it down now. And to those that started the rumor, that started the lies and then continued to spread the lies, I dare you not to take it down. I dare you to repeat a lie. You're not going to defame my name. Of course, the lawyers are in action. Of course, the lawyers are in motion and are motivated.
Oh, this is crazy.
But that's that. If anyone else that wants some insight and a story or some tools of how to get through the distractions, how to stay focused.
Oh, he's gonna play this book
during the bull. By God's grace. By God's grace.
You always need to plug your stuff in the middle of drama, bro, because everybody gonna tune in during it's free promo.
By God's grace. It's crazy. The enemy wants us to.
Speaking of, Chris Webber interview on my channel right now from the time where he was promoting his book.
Be distracted, man. Got to put your blinders on. Stay focused, man. Stay focused, man. Stay focused.
Chris Webber, he seems like a solid individual from my interactions with him. He's kind of always been a mainstay in my life. I don't know. It's like a really weird thing. My first ever autograph, I was probably like 5 years old, maybe 5, 6, 7 years old. Was Chris Webber. He was on the Sacramento Kings. When they came down to Atlanta at the Hawks game, and he signed it with an actual pen, but it was on a stuffy little kind of squeezy ball, Hawks basketball. I might have it right here. Let me check. Let me see. Let's see if I can see the Chris Webber one. Let's see if I can find this Chris Webber. Chris Webber right here. I don't see it immediately, but this is the basketball. Let me stop sharing the screen. This isn't the Chris Webber basketball, but it was like this. This is from the All-Star game when it was in Atlanta in 2001. Yeah, I'm up there, ain't it? I was like 6 years old. The last time the All-Star game was in Atlanta, MLB All-Star game. It's coming back this year. But anyways, yeah, Chris Webber, bro. It was like a Hawks basketball like this, and he signed it with the pen. So it's crazy how it like stick together. But that was first. And then the first person to like read my username on TV was Jeff 3006 on NBA TV was Chris Webber. And he was like, I know since you're from Atlanta, you probably got that from Andre 3000. And he continued. So that meant a lot to me. And then I did the interview with him, and it was just kind of like a full circle moment where I was like, bro, like you kind of been a part of my life the whole time. He's like, oh, okay, well, it's nice to meet you again. You're a lot taller from the last time I seen you. Yeah, it was funny. But yeah, this is the rumor. I'll just say this. I said all that to say there's no ill intent. I don't want no smoke, Chris Webber. I think you're a good dude. And like I say, like he say, get the book right now, the autobiography out right now on chriswebber.com. The interview for the Chris Webber book is also on my channel if you want to support me as well. The rumors of Chris Webber is likely addressing in his June 10th video involving a paternity lawsuit. Rumor, allegedly. Rumor, allegedly. Allegations from the rumors suggest DNA tests confirm Webber is the biological father of Chantel, Doug, and Jackie Chrissie's daughter, leading to a $4.6 million lawsuit. Allegedly, rumor, for paternity fraud and emotional distress. These claims surfaced in early June 2025 on X and YouTube without Webber's video transcript or official statements. His exact response is unclear, and the matter remains an ongoing legal dispute. All right. He said it's false. He said it's not true, anything like that. And you heard it from the man's mouth himself. And he says, if you're going to even tell the lie, then you know you got my legal team if you don't take it down right now. So that's what Chris Webber said. I think Chris Webber is a good person. But however, this address, because I had no idea what it was, has over 1 million views. And Grote broke it down. AI. So yeah, the protest. The violence. So as you guys know, the protests have been going on in LA. This past weekend, I was in LA for the BET Awards, and Lakia, she left the BET Awards early to go protest with the people outside. Like I said, people kept asking me all weekend, was I safe? Was I good? This and that. I did not see any of this stuff. I didn't see one protest at all, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I knew I probably could have at least gone out there at some point if I knew where stuff was going on, but there was nothing in my area. And I was staying safe, you know, because everybody was like, be safe, don't get hit by a rubber bullet, isn't it? So I was being safe. I didn't see any military tanks, nothing like that. I did hear a lot of ambulances, and I saw helicopters flying over, and I saw 2 people hold Mexican flags. That's it. But I didn't see any actually military members. I didn't see any tanks. I didn't see any police brigades or anything like that. So shout out to Lakia, though, for stepping out early and being with the people. You know, I think colored folks should stay together. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's a whole discussion, like, should we stay together with them when they call us the N-word and stuff like that? I don't know. But yeah. Oh, this video from 5 months ago, not during the protest, but during the street. I'm thinking this positive, bro. I'm thinking this positive. This from 5 months ago on the street takeover. Crazy. All right. And then the last thing about it, or no, not the last thing. One of the every Apple device that was stolen from the Apple store in downtown LA is now sounding an alarm saying it should be returned. Please return to Apple Tower Theater. This device is disabled and is being tracked. Local authorities will be alerted. Oh, so they said we not returning. We just gonna lay it on the That's funny. Shout out to BG on the team. I think BG on the team was the same people that had the burning cars. BG on the team be getting everything locked in. Shout out to BG on the team. Well, now you know what it's like robbing a bank. Like, why would you try to rob a bank in 2025? It's too much technology to try to rob a bank now, bro. You're not gonna be successful, buddy. It's too much technology to like track people down. My boy Sean Keenan, shout out to Sean Keenan as always, doing great journalism, doing great things. I get back to the A, and apparently, look what's going on, man. And B for Highway. B for Highway, if you guys don't know, if you're not from Atlanta, it is a very Hispanic, Mexican populated area and things of that sort in the metro Atlanta area. So it's literally on B for Highway, Mexican businesses, Mexican restaurants, dry cleaners ran by Mexicans. So like the whole thing is like ran. It's like a little Mexico almost in Atlanta for real. Oh man. All right, so he said content warning, so we're gonna believe that. Oh shit. This goes back to what Doechii said and what other people are saying, bro. It's like, and I think, you know, I was speaking on the phone about this earlier, and I'm sorry for spoiling the surprise, because with the person that was kind of like their idea about it, I don't want to reveal them. But we were talking about the Martin Luther King documents, right? Like, okay, the Martin Luther King's interactions and wiretaps from the FBI were all kind of skewed, right? If you looked at, if you watched Selma, they were all skewed, and they framed MLK to look like the things that he was doing was really worse than what it was. It was very exaggerated and things of that sort, like him cheating on his wife, for example. Why in the world did my phone just shut off? Okay. Like he was cheating on his wife. They like elongated it and exaggerated it worse than what it was. And so things like that. Trump said he's going to release all of the MLK files, and Trump is releasing them to make it seem like that MLK, like the government, federal government, and the Trump administration is just being so open. But if you release the FBI files, then it's going to make MLK look like a bad guy, because they were framing him to look like a bad guy. Like that's their entire intention with this thing. So since that's the case, if it comes out and he looks like a bad guy, that's going to give Trump the excuse to take down all the MLK stuff from history, take him out of the museums, take down his statue, get rid of his holiday, and take his education and kind of like parts out of the general grade school education system, bro. Like that's what he wants to do. So if he does that, all of those things, what do you think is going to happen in response to that, especially from the Black community? There's going to be a lot of protests. And what is going to happen at the protests is exactly what you see here. So he's starting off with the Mexicans, right? But I think it's foreshadowing what's going to happen with the Black community very, very soon. I don't know if it's in a matter of months or whatever, but so for Black people that's like, this doesn't concern me, that's none of my problem. Okay, see what happens next. Very soon it's going to be the exact same thing when Black people are protesting. We get a cop city in Atlanta in the midst of what happened with the Black Lives Matter protests in 2020. That's in Atlanta. That's in the Black Mecca. That's in Wakanda. That's in all of those things. They built a so $1 million facility with a whole mock city to build for police forces to be able to handle protests. And I remember I said this on one video and someone was like, that's not the case. And I was like, where do you think they got the name Cop City from, bro? Like, that's the entire point of Cop City. Like an entire city, mock city to for police officers to know how to like practice tapes and stuff like that. Hold on, let me see. Some neighbors aren't excited for Cop City. And shouts out to all my protesters out there. Some of the homies. Rest in peace, Torta. Shout out Rory, man. Legend, always on the right side of Atlanta history. He just performed in a forest in Atlanta this past weekend for Tassili's. I was out of town, but Rory, I love you, bro. And I'll always show my boy Rory some love and things of that sort. He a real legend, does not need to be forgotten. But yeah, it's an entire, I'm trying to look for a picture of it, but it's an entire city, and that's why it's called Cop City. So like what Dolce said at the BET Awards holds true. Like, what does this look like? It looks like a dictatorship, and it looks like a very hostile war zone against their own citizens for anybody who goes against Donald Trump. Which is crazy. That's crazy. This is supposed to be a democracy. This is supposed to be, we can hear things. We'll hear you out. We'll do this. We'll do that. And it's the exact opposite. It's crazy, bro. Not gonna lie to you. So it's just something to keep an eye out on for the black people. Like, why should black people care about that? We ain't got nothing to do with that. Okay. We are all more connected than you think. I'm surprised my message. This is time Mike Vick met Dipset. He saw him and stopped him in traffic and asked for a picture. He didn't even know who he was. This was also the freestyle Cameron heard when he made him sound hell real. It's some music on there. I can't play that. Rakai was upset he couldn't stream inside the BET Awards. This was pretty big. Some people sent it to me. This had 6.4 million views.
Hold on now. Hold on, bro. Listen. I don't want to stream the show. I just want to stream. Kai, look. There's no cameras on the car. No cameras. Huh? He just said put the camera in the car. He said put the camera in the car. Is the camera working? All right, okay. They put the camera away. Bro, I want to stream. Bro, I just want to stream, bro. I just want to stream.
This is a BET Awards, bro. I mean, Rakai's young. That's the thing about it. Rakai's young. He's 16, and like people around him said, like he looked like a bad kid on stream, but people around him said like he actually a bad kid. So these are just some of the things that you're gonna have when he's invited to events like this and stuff like that. I just don't know if he's necessarily ready. And here's like an example. In college athletics, a lot of college programs don't allow freshmen to speak to the media because they don't think that they're ready yet. And then when they do speak to the media, it's like their sophomore seasons, and then they actually do. And they're media trained, they take courses and everything like that. Bronny James, he wasn't allowed to do interviews in high school at Sierra Canyon. And then he did limited interviews at USC and limited availability. And all of a sudden, as a rookie now, with the Lakers, I don't think he had much practice, but he was constantly kind of thrown in front of the cameras when and whenever, because LeBron said, "Oh, he's a grown man now. He's a professional athlete, so he speaks for himself and he can speak whenever he wants to." So there was that, and I relate that back to this of just I don't think Rakai's just ready for that part of fame and things of that sort. So you have to just keep him home. Keep developing him, and when he work his way up to that point where he'll be emotionally mature and just mature enough to kind of do it. He also needs good perspective. Like, yeah, he might be popular and things of that, but he's not Kai Cenat. Like Kai Cenat is on T-Mobile commercials. He's on the other commercials. He's got Nike deal, a Crocs deal. He's just got too much power, bro. And he's worked his way up to have the ability to be able to stream inside. And that's the difference here. It's obvious. So that's my thoughts on it. If anybody in the world cared about what I thought about kind of getting to the PET Awards with this camera. So last thing, a streamer was recording a jewelry store being looted during the protests in LA, and he was jumped by the looters for filming.
Let's go look for the next spot. Oh shit, they're in.
Jeez Louise.
I'm just gonna put my hazards on and stay right here for a minute.
Yeah, man. It's some things where people just do some to have such the most real content. I don't think it's ever worth it, bro. It's never worth it to have the most real content, dog. Like, some things just not worth it, dog. I don't know, man. Some things just not worth the money, in my opinion. And I think these are one of those things. Like the whole hood vlog things. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. The hood vlogs, dangerous. You know, we were in, like I said, I was in LA yesterday before leaving. And in LA, I stopped by Marathon Burger. And one of the group of girls next to me, I started talking to them. They from Dallas. Shout out to them if they're watching. I ain't giving my name, so they might not be watching. But if they find my channel, but someone like them, shouts out to y'all. But they were talking about, like, let's go to Slauson. I was like, why would you willingly go to Slauson, bro? Like, it's like when people go to Chicago and they're like, I want to go to O Block to see the King Von mural. Like, why? Stop going to people's hoods. Like, you want to go to the most dangerous hood because a rapper was from there and he raps about it all the time. So when you're in that city, you want to go there. Like, why would you willingly do that? Put yourself in that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you treat the hood in very dangerous places like tourist attractions, like the natives there, a lot of natives, they might look at that as disrespect. Like, you looking at me like a caged animal. And my lifestyle is not to be glamorized or something. So the rapper from here has already done that enough and made it a movie and characterized us and made us as cartoon characters as opposed to real people. The fact that you guys are doing that here and coming here taking pictures and so on of like a struggle, like, hey, we here O Block, we here at Slauson, it's crazy. And I say all that to say, stop filming people in the hood, bro. Stop doing the most dangerous hoods vlogs. Stop doing, the realest content where you like filming crimes up close and personal and doing the raw, uncut, and people cussing. Like, it's just a lot. All right, my mic unplugged. But this is the end of the stream anyway. So as always, my name is Rashad. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs. I appreciate you all each and every so much. It was a lot of viewers in the chat tonight at 4 a.m. You guys must be waking up to get ready for work if you're on the East Coast, if you're on the West Coast. I appreciate you for staying up with me. And shouts out to Big Nate as well. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to him, Big Nate Sports Talk Podcast, things of that sort. And have a good morning, have a good evening, have a good afternoon, have a good night. Whenever you're watching this, nobody else told you today, I care for you. I will see you tomorrow.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
we can't ask Rashad.
Hey, Rashad.